Welcome back to another episode of Let's Go Hunt, asking, did you have a week or did the week have you this time around? Tonight, we have Sam Alexander, who has a code scanner to scan all the codes, Vince H., who's been had, Mike Gonsalves is in the corner watching, and I'm Dave Packard, who's going to do some rails tomorrow.
So that's why Mike's watching, huh?
Is that chair
he's right
comfy,
here,
Mike?
right up there in the corner. I mean, I
Is
don't
it
like that he's
cozy?
next to me, but
Can we move just him? No, we can only move you.
you sit there and be quiet.
You sit there and be
So-
quiet.
Mike is a dick. I forgot about
With
that.
a Y. See, this is why you should have watched that episode of Letterkenny. Like, because the guy's last name is Dick, but it's Dick with a Y, so D-Y-C-K.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Have you seen Two Stray Dicks?
hi, this is my wife, Anita Dick. Like the jokes.
There we go. We needed Mike as a dick on the ticker, so there it goes.
There we go.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, fellas.
pretty much.
So
My
how
mechan-
goes it?
Oh, my mechanic that I took that to is an asshole, and he sucks. And I kind of wish he'd get hit by a lightning bolt.
It's called
Mm.
upselling.
So I bought a code scanner. Well,
Hey,
should
me
have bought one.
too.
Should have bought one years ago
Mm-hmm.
because it's real nice. I can watch my truck fall apart in real time.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and erase that DTC.
I can see what cylinders it's misfiring on, and it's looking like. I mean, granted, I did the whole some starter fluid test, and it didn't rev up at all. But I'm starting to suspect it might have intake manifold gasket issues.
No, that's not that bad. Like,
It's not. It's just like fuck. I gotta devote 2 hours on my Saturday to changing that now.
not even.
I'll hunt around for it some more, but
It's just
wasn't the purge canister, wasn't any of the other little shit I've done.
So you've been having your problems, and then last week, my truck decided to have itself a problem, and it sounds kind of a lot like what you're dealing with, but I think mine might just be a bad coil pack. Yeah, that
That wouldn't be
Retard
bad.
Squad. So I decided I wanted to go ahead and just replace all the spark plugs while I was in there. But the design of the intake manifold on my pickup is that you have to take it off to get to plug 1 and 3.
Okay.
Yeah, you can get to them actually without taking the manifold, like the intake off. You can. And I learned today that it's way worse to try and do that. It's way easier to just take the intake off. I have to go get gaskets now, but I'll go get gaskets. It's fine. But I had to sideline my truck for a little bit. And then while I was using my Jeep, the Jeep threw a nice nasty code that shut down the ABS and the traction control and the 4-wheel drive. And I'm like, okay. I tried driving it yesterday morning, and it's like pulling real hard one direction. I'm like, okay, so I'm just going to park this. And I got my scanner yesterday evening, and I plugged that into the Jeep after work, and it's showing a wheel speed sensor is reading 0. So could just be a wheel speed sensor. I replaced that wheel bearing recently, so probably a wheel speed sensor. But I'm down to, and so like a good boy, before I actually did anything to work on these vehicles, I just went and bought new tires for the van because priorities.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, my vehicles are breaking down. I'll just go put new tires on something else. That seems reasonable, right? Right.
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 Wrong.
So with the lift on the minivan, I went from 28s to 29s, which is nice.
Nice.
It actually looks kind of it looks kind of nice. I like it. It looked a little the tires looked a little small sitting in there
Mhm.
with the lift, but now that looks like it looks very good. I bought like the shop ATs that they had laying around, like
Mhm.
new tires, but just like, what do y'all have? And the guy's like, I'll come show you. And he showed me. He's like, I don't think those will fit. And I was like, we're going to try. He's like,
They'll
okay,
fit.
I'll try one. And he put one on there and had me, like work the wheel back and forth to see if it hit anywhere. And he's like, oh, that fits. Like I told you, there's a lift. It'll handle that. It's fine. So I got new tires on there yesterday, which I'm really liking. But
Are you gonna put like those bushwhacker fender flares,
I don't know, but I do need some mud flaps.
mud flaps, and a CB antenna?
Oh yeah. I need
Mhm.
I need a roof rack with a light bar up there. I know I got the one on the grill, but I need one high up. I need the whole roof rack and a high up light bar
Mhm.
to just complete the
Ensemble.
the oakiest vehicle ever.
When you're overlander by heart, but you got to pick kids up from soccer at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What's funny is I might have done more off roading in that vehicle than like soccer moms have done in their Jeeps. I mean, unless you count hitting curbs. But
Mall crawlers. Well, since we're talking about vehicles, I'll touch on mine real quick. CB axles in a Ram pickup are a cunt when they are rusted. Those real fun. And I had some sketchy shit going on with jack stands and blocks and everything, but got it off, got it done. And then I
As one
bought
would.
a set of the airlift airbags. So they
oh yeah.
shove inside your coil spring, and that's just where the airbag rides. And I got the heavy duty ones because I'm like, well, I'm a man. So I don't know if you know this, but the heavy duty ones are built more stout. That makes them way more of a pain in the ass to deal with. Like you have to fucking uh, smash it down flat as it can, throw a valve cap on it, and then fold it in half again, smash it down some more, throw a valve cap back on it again, and then shove it up in there. I was having to use my fucking tire irons and everything. But got it done. Now my pickup has airbags, so it won't squat all the time,
Nice.
and I won't get bright flashed. That was getting fucking annoying. It was pretty funny though when they flash their brights at me, and then I flashed my brights at them, and they were absolutely blind. But
Yeah, nothing like flashing lights at somebody because man, those lights are bright, and then they give you an X-ray.
yeah, pretty much.
See, well, I definitely don't do that with the light bar on my van now.
Yeah, it's pretty handy. Yeah, like the light bar on the cracker. Mm-hmm. Like, because those headlights were so fucking dim anyway. If I wanted to bright somebody, they'd have been like, LOL. So just 52
Blink.
inches of fuck you. And
You're talking about the jack stands, and that reminds me of when I was putting the lift on my pickup. I was doing it in January, and we got an ice storm. So I have a picture of ice just everywhere, and I'm trying to. It was precarious because I had to get some flex going on in order to get like the leaf springs in the back and everything and get it all like lined up, just to get it lined up. And I distinctly remember like a jack stand being up on 2 legs while I was trying to get things lined up and then setting it back down like, ooh, okay, I can get one more pump out of this jack before that jack stand is really into like the critical territory. I'm glad my wife doesn't know what I'm doing out here.
right.
mean, she knows now, but
Well.
well, I guess that's enough for our vehicle woes for the
Indeed.
last week. That's what I've been fighting mostly in my head, is trying to get my vehicles like back into working order. My truck was all it was reading was a misfire on cylinder 6. That was it. And I'm like, what in the world? But then reading about it is like, this could be so many different things. So I'm trying the easiest things first, and then if that doesn't work, I'm going to take it to my mechanic and let him deal with it, because I did the easy stuff.
That's kind of the shit thing about my house is I am the mechanic I take it to, and so I'm like, I don't want to fucking do that, and then I have to. I had to put a fuel pump in my Yukon last weekend too, and when I dropped that fuel tank, I scraped 20 pounds of mud off the top of it. Like, oh, fuck you.
Gas mileage will go up now.
Well, I was thinking, I mean, it's got 300,000 fucking miles on it, and it never had the tank out. So I'm like, okay, everything should be hunky dory. Nothing should be already broke. Everything should be there. And it was. But all of the fuel lines are those stupid quick connects with the little plastic tabs. So I had to take a set of pliers and tap on every single one of those to get all the mud out before they would even try to function. I only broke one clip, but I broke it in half because it came out the way that it wasn't supposed to, because I made it do that. But I got it all put back in there, and my God, did it need a fuel pump bad.
I miss my dad's freaking Econoline. Was it 1985? It had inline fuel pumps, not in-tank fuel pumps. Because I had 2 tanks, so they're both in line. Why the hell can't I have that back for a fuel pump?
Oh, you can. It just costs you money.
Because the idea of like, oh, the freaking fuel pump's bad on the van. Like, got a fuel pump going out. Well, first of all, it has a second tank, so you just switch and off you go. And then changing the fuel pump was as easy as crawl underneath it. You had that freaking tool for the fuel lines, just boop, unbolt, new one in, plug, and off you go. None of this fucking drop in the tank shit.
Oh, I remember we got to experience the old 90s Chevy fuel pump fiasco, where if you went below half a tank, the gas is what cooled that fuel pump. So if you ran it low, it would overheat and eventually fail. And that happened to us on several occasions. One time we were on a family vacation 140 miles from home, and the fuel pump failed on us. And that was fun. I kind of don't miss that truck. I mean, I'm the one who destroyed it, but also I kind of don't miss it. So
remember, kids, keep your fuel tanks at a half a tank or more. It costs the same amount of money.
Yeah, that's just good advice. But on those vehicles specifically, you had to, because that fuel pump would fail.
Oh, it's the same with Yukon.
It would just fail. Oh, is yours in that zone?
It's an in-tank pump, so it has to have fuel around it to keep it cool. Any in-tank pump, you have to have gas around it. It's recommended that you have gas around it. Well, now that we've beat that vehicle horse to death, Mike, what do you have? Nothing. Cool. Moving on. Vince, you sent me a link that got me thinking a bit. And it was about moon phases and deer.
Oh, yeah. I sent that to you because for a long time, I've kind of watched that whole moon phase thing and the peak times for deer movement, potentially both in the phase of the moon and its position in the sky.
Yes. I also have done that.
And Well, why don't you tell people what I sent you?
Okay. So it's a post from Rack Junkies, and they say new breakthrough study on moon phases and deer movement have analyzed over 1 million data points collected over multiple seasons, has concluded that deer movement does not change based on moon phase or moon position whatsoever. They have deduced that everybody would go off of the moon phase, and so they would hunt during the peak times and not go out during the not peak times. And they're like, well, yeah, that's the only time you hunted. That's when you're going to see deer. I'm like, that's fair.
No, that's not how that works.
So I have always used the Solunar forecast where
Mhm.
you can build your own little calendar and everything. And it got me thinking. And I scrolled back to when I shot my deer. And it was during so I'll just share this real quick that way those that don't know what I'm talking about will know. So lunar forecast, you can pick like a town or whatever, and then it gives you a calendar about like major activity times, and there's a star rating, and it's got sunrise, sunset, which is handy, but major times of movement and minor times of movement. And my deer I killed on a 1 star day in a minor time. I shot it at 11 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday with a 71% waning gibbous. So I would agree that, I mean, when I was deer hunting, I saw deer every day. And I think a lot of people that don't see deer aren't out there early enough or stay late enough or like are out there during the middle of the day. I mean, Jesus
Well,
Christ, I shot mine in its bed.
especially during the rut, you'll have deer
Yeah.
moving at all times, no matter what. I'm surprised that there wasn't, because see, I'd also heard that there was a correlation between just a full moon versus a new moon, and
Mhm.
that I somewhere else recently I read that deer preferred to lay down and hide during a full moon because predators can see better at that during that time, so they didn't want to be moving around.
I also agree with that because if it's a super bright full moon, like I tend to not go call coyotes because it's like if I can see a coyote, the coyote can see me. And my setup is completely different from night hunting to day hunting. Day hunting, I'm trying to hide. Night hunting, I'm standing there with a fucking tripod. So right next to my vehicle.
Yeah, so it's an interesting study that they were talking about. I'm not certain what to do with it. I've been checking the moon phase for like 10 years.
I mean, you can look and it, it might be like a placebo where it's like you go hunt during a major time on a 5 star day and then you're like, fuck yeah, it was right. Well, it might have been right because you were just there, right place, right time. You know.
Yeah. There's time I would have to go back and actually find what day it was, but there's times I've been out there and there's just deer moving around everywhere.
Hmm.
And it seems like they're just thick as flies, and I kind of want to go look and see when those particular days were and if that was like maybe a major time or something, but also I would have to go remember things that I just can't. So,
Uh-huh. That's why I take pictures. But anyway, just if you have a hunt license, get out there and hunt. That's probably the best way to see animals.
yeah, I mean, I'll say that there would be times when I would try to get out there on a prime day, but uh, anymore it's whenever I have the chance.
Yeah.
So I can see how they could be right. If you're letting it govern when you're going out to hunt, then yeah, you're going to see more stuff on the prime days.
Mm-hmm.
What's the mill? I don't understand this. Just kidding.
I'm not
Yeah,
talking about it again.
Sam's real enthused.
All right,
over
I was
there.
in the chat
This
going
fucking
over
guy.
with somebody trying like, ooh, truck diagnosis ideas.
Yeah. Well,
Before I
besides,
take it to a fucking
listener.
mechanic.
besides a broken truck, what else? What you got going on over there?
Different mechanic this time. Oh, do you guys like hot food?
I love hot food.
Do you like MREs?
Are we talking about spicy?
Or just
No,
heated.
like temperature.
Like caliente?
No, like, ouch, I burned my finger.
No, sure. I like hot coffee.
Yeah, well,
I do not like hot cereal.
like oatmeal.
No, like just like Reese's Puffs.
Oh,
that's so weird.
please tell me with your
Why would
experiences
you-
with warm Reese's Puffs.
Why would you do that? Why would you ever do that?
It was on accident.
He just left it in the microwave. That's all.
No, no.
Steamed milk on
It
your
just
Captain
I-
Crunch.
It wasn't heated. It was just not cold.
Room
And so yeah,
temperature?
not
Or
a
was it
fan.
warmer
Yeah,
than
yeah.
room temperature.
It was a warm day, and I took a bite, and I was like, "This is gonna suck," but I powered through. You don't let Reese's Puffs go to waste, even if they are mostly soggy.
Mama didn't raise no quitter.
The Reese's Puffs are in there the size of fucking ping pong balls because they've been in the milk so long.
No, I mean
Ugh.
they swelled a little bit, but it formed this nice shelf across the top that
Yeah.
like you had to break through.
It's a crust.
Thanks,
Yeah,
I hate
so
it.
now I have dedicated cereal time.
All right, I start the clock. I just poured the milk.
No, it's like I make sure everything is hunky fucking dory before I get my cereal intake on.
All right, I got my spoon. We're seated. I need a glass of water. All right, we're good there. All right. So for all those of, I mean, this might just be me on this show right now, but I like MREs. I buy them from the surplus store, the meal ready to eat, military ration stuff.
The brown
Sometimes the-
bricks of nourishment.
And then a buddy of mine, or ours, some of ours, whatever. He ran across this thing called an MRE oven, which we've talked about on other show before. But I thought that's an interesting idea. I don't know if I really need one in my life, but I was trading some other stuff with him. So he's like, oh, when I order one, I'll order you one. I had to mute myself for a second so I could pull the Velcro and not create a horrible sound. And it's the same material that goes in like a window shade for your car. And it's just
okay.
Oh,
it's just a pouch. And so MREs have a flameless ration heater, an FRH, where you pour a little bit of water in there, and then I forget the exact chemical reaction that happens. It releases hydrogen, so it smells
Science.
really strange. But science happens and it heats things up. And if you've eaten a lot of these things, you know a lot of the time it heats up half the damn entree pouch, which comes in a little sealed Mylar pouch, heats up half of that. And then you got to stir it around, and you always end up with like lukewarm. You know, allegedly it's food, but it's always lukewarm. And you're just like, well, this sucks. And if you're doing it outside and it's wintertime, then the whole thing doesn't warm up at all. Blah, blah, blah. So anyway, you shove it in the pouch, and it just reflects the heat back on there. And it keeps them all nice and toasty and hot. And so,
So it makes the little heater more efficient.
yeah, because it traps the heat in and then reflects it around, and so it warms up, you know, more evenly all throughout. And so I made this joke before, but you know how like gun reviewers they go buy a gun. All right, we're gonna do 1,000-round torture test, and they go shoot 1,000 rounds as fast as fucking possible. Since Saturday when I picked this up, I've eaten 6 MREs. That's a lot.
damn.
It is a gastrointestinal
yet?
adventure. Oh wait, yeah, we've had no issues coming in. Lots of good poops, but maybe a few too many. But anyway, no, just a nice little fun outdoorsy thing. I mean, I haven't taken MREs as like hunting food before, but when I go to the range or if I'm going on a hike, I'll often pack one along. And this basically weighs nothing. And it's just a nice little like comfort item. It's like, that's cool. Didn't know I needed one in my life, but now I do.
Speaking of hot foods,
Because even on a couple of the ones I've had, the first two I opened up the throw in here were 8 or 9 years old. So by then the FRH is really limping along. And it didn't get them super warm even in the pouch, but it did help. But
nice.
anyway,
Well, speaking of hot food, have you guys heard of the Rock Pot?
no.
Oh, let me share some knowledge.
Rock potster.
So this is a crock pot that is cordless, propaneless, everything. So you
Okay.
take this stone here at the bottom, large white stone,
Okay.
and you either heat it up on like a grill or you throw it in
Oh.
the fire. And then that heats it up. And as soon as it is like cherry hot, then you put it in the bottom of the rock pot. You fill your slow cooker with your slow cooker meats and veggies, and then you shut the lid and you walk away. And it's a crock pot for the woods. I thought it'd be handier than shit. Like you throw something on when, like, if you come back to camp for lunch, throw a stew in, and then you go hunt, and then you come back and you're like, fuck yeah, stew.
What makes their rock special though?
I don't know. It's white, round.
Because
It's white.
price
That's all
tag
you
on-
got.
the price tag on that is not very attractive.
It is this bundle is on sale for $300.
Mhm. And all I could wonder is if you get like an insulated container of some kind, can you just throw a normal rock in the fire and then throw it in the pot and then come back later?
To be fair, this is for making like a large quantity of food. So when I was hunting, I took one of those little like heated lunchbox things.
Yeah.
And if I wanted hot shit, like we just plugged that into the pickup and let it go for an hour, and then off we were to the races.
I got one of those too.
You know, this is very reminiscent of what a lot of cultures have done throughout the ages, where, you know, you didn't have metal pots. You couldn't put a clay pot actually on the fire, so you couldn't boil anything on a fire, right? So they would take a clay pot and they would take rocks and heat them up in the fire, and then like keep rotating the rocks in and out of the whatever they're trying to cook or boil, and that's how you would boil stuff and cook that way.
I have
Dr. Scary Guy is offended.
no idea. That is not a large quantity of food. I eat more than that as a snack. I don't like shitting myself in the woods. So
It's like, remember,
I go pretty light.
remember, part of your volume is the damn rock. He's like, he does not like this rock business.
You're not supposed to eat the rock. Just get over it.
But it's white. It looks like a freaking salt lick almost.
Ugh, it looks like a giant, whatever those mints are.
Oh, yeah, the lifesavers that come in a tube.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ugh, mint. Terrible.
Mint.
Did I just take a hint
You-
of minty freshness?
You know what else? Holy shit, this is taking a while. You know what else would be good for slow cooking stuff over a fire?
A Dutch oven.
A Dutch oven.
Hmm.
Oh, the YouTube channel, You Betcha.
Oh yeah, you betcha.
Yeah, You Betcha. Yeah. Have you actually like the dude who's in Midwest
Yes.
stuff? Okay.
Yes.
Where he does the comparison between the Yeti and then the normal option, the Yeti blanket versus your grandma's blanket,
hmm
the Yeti bucket versus the Home Depot. Or no, I think it's Fleet Farm bucket. This is like the Dutch oven versus the
Bougie ass crock pot.
Dutch
I
oven's
mean,
actually
I've
really
had-
useful.
I
It
haven't
is.
done it
Love
in
'em.
ages. It's been a long fucking time. This is single man stuff when it's like I don't have to worry about feeding anybody but myself. But yeah, you make whatever you're gonna make in the freaking. I had a smaller Dutch oven, and you dig a hole in the ground, and you throw the coals from the fire into the hole, and you drop your crock pot in there, and then you throw some more coals on top of that, and you fucking bury it all, and then you come back later when it's sat in the ground and gotten all fucking hot and toasty and yummy inside.
If you want to like learn about Dutch oven cooking and like get some really badass recipes, follow Kent Rollins
Yep.
on the Facebooks. Old Cowboy Kent Rollins.
Yep. On the old YouTubes.
Yep, he does a bunch of chuck wagon cooking. So,
Ooh, that
He's
sounds
got a
good.
freaking Studebaker.
oh shit,
What?
His
never seen
his
him
truck
in
wagon?
anything.
No, his
Oh,
truck
yeah,
wagon is
yeah.
a Studebaker.
Yeah, that's right. My parents have a
Mm.
chuck wagon, like a legit chuck wagon, cast iron and all.
Mm.
My granddad built it.
So do you want to see the stuff I got?
Is it an infection?
Is it
No,
crabs?
Mike's not here.
Oh, yes, he is. He's up here in the corner watching us,
Oh,
like a good boy.
Here, Dave,
swear
you spent a long time over there. I'm gonna give you some. There you go. You get a
Oh,
little break.
thank God.
I looked up too quick earlier. I swear I saw that thing nod. And I was like, oh, no.
Ghost of Mikhail.
Now I don't want to say anything, but we could have AI
Animate.
that.
Oh, no. No, we can't, sir.
Yes, we can.
30-06 is a bastard cartridge.
Okay, that would take too much AI work for my taste. I don't want to go through all that. But yeah, we'd have AI Mike when Mike can't be here.
Oh, wow.
And he just says all the anti-Mike things. 30-6 sucks. Japanese right-hand drive vehicles are for fags. I like
I
Raising
only
Cane's
shoot big
bucket.
stuff.
So anyway, I got my holsters in from Klecker
Oh
for
yeah.
my P365.
Clucker.
Which, yep. I got an inside the waistband, and I got the level 2 retention outside the waistband with the QLS on it.
Nice.
And if only my my light would ship, because I do not have the light that this was intended to go with.
Does it
So-
index off the light?
It does somewhat. So it's
Oh, gotcha.
it's intended to be used with the light, because it's kind of
Mhm.
it's kind of loose in here without the light on there.
Yeah.
So it's like I shouldn't use these, but I also kind of want to use these. But I do not have a light that will fit them right now. So those are on the list to start playing around with. But my light hasn't shipped yet, so I don't get to play with that just yet.
Delayed
Okay.
gratification. That's good for you.
Yeah.
Well, this is not
How about
hunting
not?
related. But Vince, are you done?
I'm done with this. I got other stuff. I've been
This isn't specifically hunting related. This is just gun related. But so Primary Arms makes a line of micro prism optics. They've got a 1X and a 3X something. You've got the 5X.
yeah, I've got a
I have the
5X.
3X.
The 5X is actually on my son's pellet gun now.
Yeah, well, if you're
Nice.
doing duty elsewhere. From a random company, I only know this existed because of a buddy I went shooting with had one. The company name is Photonica, and they do like PEC 13, no PEC 15 repairs. But it's basically it's a little it's a shroud and a mount for the Primary Arms micro prisms that turns it into a poor man's ACOG stack where you get your little
Oh,
prism optic and then you can mount your little dot on top.
Does it not suck? Because the one that they sell you for the micro prisms suck.
This one I would imagine does not suck because I painted it, so it's hard to see. But everywhere my finger is touching is all solid billet aluminum.
Okay,
It's
nice.
not like a
Oh.
little thin piece that goes over the top. It is a solid, like,
The one that
chunky
Primary Arms sells is kind of just
oops.
a vestigial
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's like
Mhm.
that's a true foreskin for your micro prism. The one
Oh,
that
yeah.
Primary Arms sells is like a vestigial foreskin.
This is a deep foreskin too, because I mean, like you can really get in there,
A thick boy.
and that's with the kill flash in there too. Like the optic is back here. This is the front of the optic. Everything in front of that is all just billet aluminum shroud.
That looks
So-
like the Jawa sandcrawler from Star Wars.
Kind
Hold it
of.
up again. Hold up again. Oh yeah, it totally does.
So can you dock Vince's
Whoa,
thermal
whoa,
in there?
whoa. Never bring those words together in that order again.
Wait for it. There he is.
I haven't shot with it yet, but I'm excited because I've been floating around on this 3X Prism for ages, and it hasn't really lived on a rifle for very long because I'm not a big. I hate the short eye relief on it, but mounted on an AK, it might work out.
Nice.
And if it works out, maybe I'll try and go shoot a beaver with it in April. That's more than enough magnification for the job.
I'm really liking the 5X for the pellet gun, especially for just out killing squirrels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because wait, have I talked about this? Did I tell y'all I killed a squirrel? Like I went out and killed a squirrel.
I
You
think you
sent us
sent
pictures.
pictures of dead
Okay.
squirrel.
Yeah, so I managed to get the last squirrel of the season because my son's like, Dad, there's a squirrel out there. Go get the squirrel. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll go get the squirrel.
You're like, God, nah, fine.
Yeah, it
Climb in
was
another tree.
Yeah, not this time. I took the 22 this time. I wasn't playing around with this squirrel. I was like, I'm not gonna go try and shoot with the pellet gun because he's like, there's a squirrel out there. Like, okay, fine. So I wander out there and I look, and I thought the squirrel had like run off into the woods because I'm looking down there like, oh, where'd he go? He's like 50 yards away. I can take a shot from here. It's fine. And then he popped out at like 20 because it was a different squirrel down there that I had seen, and he's facing me, and I just take the shot, and then he just doesn't move. Like, haha, got him. Anyway, my son's like, all right, you gonna clean it? I'm like, nope, you are. And I feel a little bad because I realized I shot this squirrel in the face, and the bullet went like all the way through the squirrel, like entered in the front and out the back. And so my son's like, Dad, this squirrel. Actually, he sent his sister in to tell me that the squirrel stunk because I needed to know what I was putting him through. Like, yeah, well, that's why I'm inside while he cleans my squirrel. So I got the last squirrel this season.
Speaking of squirrels and
You
air
say
rifles
that-
and stuff,
You say that like it's the last helicopter out of Saigon. I got the last squirrel of the season, man.
Yeah, last squirrel of the season. Yeah, it closed February 28th and it opens back up May 15th. It's a whole 2.5 months of downtime here.
Give him a little bit of a reprieve.
have babies.
I'm
Yeah.
hungry, so I'm going to be utilizing my little sunscreen oven,
Dude,
eating on the show, and you'll get over it.
We've got like I think 15 squirrels in the freezer that we need to eat.
Are you going to be canning squirrel?
We're not going to do that. That's
Are you gonna freeze dry squirrel?
that's even worse.
Squirrel jerky.
Squirrel sushi.
I could be into that. Not the squirrel sushi.
Oh God.
Not
Ooh.
well, okay, sushi maybe, sushimi no, absolutely not. It'd be too nutty.
Yeah.
I think there it is. I think I'm doing squirrel wings at some point. Like we're gonna do squirrel wings. I need to
Nice.
get on that. Though I've been told that I have to do that, so it's up to me.
Have you seen that YouTube channel where the guy has like a little bait station for squirrels and chipmunks and shit. And he has his air rifle set up on a bench in his house and like high speed camera and everything. And every time one goes down and just like starts, and you just watch a slow mo pellet just obliterate face like full Wile E. Coyote.
I have not seen that.
Oh my god, you need to.
Is it on YouTube? Has he not been
think it is.
removed yet? Because I feel like that's something that would get you removed from YouTube.
Yeah, it's fucking cool. I'll look it up.
Oh, I told y'all that I chronographed my son's pellet gun. Like that's the first thing I used the Athlon radar chronograph for.
Mm-hmm.
And so those I was pretty close. Those the heavier pellets were doing about 700 to 710 feet per second out of the small little air gun. So if you got like what something, I still want someone to make that air gun, but with a longer barrel and a bigger tank. So it's still relatively light and handy, but you get better velocity. Because all the other ones, it's like they're chungus looking.
Chungus.
And it's like, does no one make air guns for the hunter anymore?
Right?
Probably not.
We're not all bench shooters out here.
You should do an entire show with that accent.
The backwoods
be-
of Oklahoma.
That would be exhausting.
People can probably barely hear me.
You sound like an audiobook.
Daddy, why are freaking radio or why are views for this episode really high? It's like, oh, it's because he did the voice.
They're
Oh.
really high because people who are really high enjoy this.
You are either an audiobook or some sort of workplace violence video that I had to watch for work.
I thought you were going to go with Hannibal Lecter, but I'll take.
You should
audiobook.
narrate Mike's book.
Mike has a book.
Yes, he does. And I scrolled through a few pages and then he was talking about some sort of suburban and I was like, what the fuck?
Wait, Mike has a book?
Yes, an actual book.
Yes.
It's not published yet. I'll send it to you.
Okay. It's like, okay, that's different. You know,
Yes.
lots of people have an unpublished book. That's fine. If I had, if it had been just now when I learned that Mike had a published book, I would have been really mad.
You were like, my whole life is a lie.
Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I could have read this a while ago and just like trashed him over it. Like, what's
Right.
Why? Come on, guys. This is America.
I'm sorry.
No, Mike, I'm sure your book is fine. What else? How do we get here?
Well, I came downstairs.
I'm
and
gonna
grabbed this chair.
no, stop. I'm gonna go into. So I did a little bit of range time with a buddy of mine, different buddy from the week before, because last time I went to the range and shot pistols with a friend of mine, and this last Sunday, one of the guys from church, he and I went out, or actually two of the guys from church, we went out and did some long range stuff, messing around with that because we had a couple of new shooters out with us. One of the guys from church, it was two of his grandsons who were 16 and 17. We had them out there and and they had never really shot before and had no idea what to expect, though what they expected was wrong.
Were they expecting no scopes?
Did they look like this?
Is it just gonna be Mike again?
Nope.
Nope. Nope.
Waiting, pending.
Nope.
Did they
Nope.
did they look like that?
You know, only a little bit.
With the poofy hair.
Only
Poofy hair, scrawny.
A little on the
Yeti
scrawny side, but scrawny's better than just like gelatinous
That's fair.
blob. They both seem like all right kids. We went out and we started them on 22s at 100 yards just to get familiar with controls and things like that, and trigger press and everything, because they had shot. I think one of them had shot 22s before, but he hadn't shot for any kind of precision. So my buddy has the Ruger American Rimfire, the Ruger American Precision Rimfire with the chassis and everything.
Oh yeah.
He had that one out there. I had mine, and we had him shoot both of those. He shot his from the bench, and then I had him come shoot mine from the tripod. So I had him use the bog pod for that to see kind of the difference, like, because from the bench it's you can get really stable. From the tripod, not so much. As good as the tripod is, it's still not the greatest thing for long range shooting. But we kind of got over that real quick because they seemed like they were doing a good job. They're shooting the 4-inch steel plate at 100 yards with 22s. It's like, okay, we can move over and
Nice.
and start shooting longer ranges. I put out a steel target at 200 yards, and my buddy, he's got a range out to almost 700. 686 is the furthest target he has out there. So we got out there and we started shooting some of his 308. I got out and shot some of my 308, which didn't turn out as good as I had hoped because I just threw some random loads together with 168 grain ELDMs, and I connected like 3 or 4 times at the farthest target with those. But unfortunately, something's going on. And it may just be that with the QD mount that I just put on the GT30, that it wasn't quite tight enough. And I was having just like, this is not grouping. Why is this not grouping? I'm not hitting anything with this, which was really obnoxious. So I need to take that out and check it. One of my other ARs, when the kids got around to like, let's shoot an AR, it was like, okay, yeah, we can use this one and just shoot it 200 yards. It's fine. Couldn't hit snot with it. So I was like, okay, need to go double check this one too. So I got a couple of things that really didn't quite work out during the whole shooting session. But then I had him shoot my main rifle, which is a 14-7 5.56 with the Night Force on it. And I had him on the tripod at 200 yards, and it's like, just hold center and press the trigger. And they had fun with that one just because it hit where it's supposed to go. And then I took a 20 round mag and decided, like, I'm gonna just lob some at the 700 yard target with in the tripod to see if I can hit anything. And we were having a little bit more trouble this time around than last time at this distance because the wind was up and it was switching and it was gusting. And so we were out there, and I was having trouble with the 308s at the 700 yard target, but I managed to hit it 3 times in a row with my main 5.56 rifle from the tripod.
Nice.
Now, granted, I shot 10 times and missed all of them prior to that. Hit it 3 times in a row and then did not hit it again.
You just walk in.
Yeah, you stop at the third, be like, that's how it's done.
Yeah, I hit it 3 times and I was like, and then I forgot what my wind hold was. I was like, how did I forget this? I was just doing it.
Because you were too excited for having hit it.
It's like, yay! Yeah. I had oil, so that's got a rifle speed gas block, and I'd put oil on the contact points on that recently, and I looked down, I was like, why is my barrel smoking? Like, not out the end of the barrel, but just the barrel, because they had shot it, the kids had shot it at 200, and then I grabbed it and threw another mag in it, and I was shooting it at further, and it's like, it's smoking. That shouldn't happen. Oh wait, it had oil on it. That's why. Okay, we're cool. We're fine. So Still like that rifle. But then my buddy's out there, and he's got he recently purchased a Masterpiece Arms 6 GT.
Oh,
We all got to shoot that, and at 700 yards, it's kind of cheating.
yeah, it spoils you, doesn't it?
Well, because once we got the wind figured out, even just kind of, it's like, yeah. So there was the three of us who were really experienced with shooting, and then the kids who they're new to this. They had all shot, his 308. They had hit some with that. They had all shot my ARs, and then we all shot the 6 GT. And I think I only shot it 5 times at 700 yards, but I hit every single time. And and then he shot it, and he had to do it faster, And then they had put cardboard targets out there for the kids to shoot, so they could take it with them, with their hits on a cardboard target at 700 yards, and the groups are like, with the kids are like a 5-inch group at 700 yards.
Fuck's sake!
It's like, oh, that's nice. That's real nice. It's also has the most obnoxious break I have ever experienced on a rifle. I got so when it was my turn, I was like, okay, I gotta have to take off my over-the-ear protection for this. And I still had earplugs in, but they were not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that thing rung my bell with earplugs in, because I had doubled up.
From behind the rifle.
Yeah, from shooting the rifle. From being the one shooting the rifle. The first time he touched it off, I was off to the right at 45 degrees, and I was like, oh,
I felt my insides.
Your gun just smacked me from over there. It was an uncomfortable experience, but that's kind of, we got to look at a wide range of what you can deal with at trying to shoot that distance. Even just 700 yards, which some people would be like, oh, that's not that far. And for some people, I agree, that's not that far. But, once
for
you're...
Southeast Oklahoma, that's a fucking stretch.
Yeah, and then I have stuff I need to check mechanically and see what's going on with it and why it's not working and why I had trouble with it. But just going out there and shooting his gun was kind of fun, because now it's like a little itch. Like, I want to do better next time. So I need to reload more for my 308s. I'm thinking about an optic or two, maybe just. I should have used my 2-12 for something. I left it at home on my 223. So, I have a 20-inch barreled 308 that I might want to put the higher powered optic on and maybe have a little bit better chance to hold precisely. The other thing, for part of it, I was just, leaning against the shooting bench, trying to get hits on target at 700 yards. So
Was it a radial break on that 6 GT, or was it like
It was a four-port break.
No shit, and it was loud.
Yes. And of course, the barrel is like a truck axle. It's like this big around, and the brake is made to match it. And of course, 6 GT is not a boomer of a round. It's like in between. It's in between 6 arc and 243 as far as like speed and everything goes. So it's the brake on it was it was excessive. Oh, and that was the other thing we did the whole time I was out there. I had my Athlon chronograph sitting next to my buddy's Garmin. And we got to compare those for a while and see how close they were, which there was variance and there was variants of up to about 15 feet per second. And it always seemed like the Athlon was on the high side. It seemed like it read high. If there was variance, it seemed like it read high. But it was within 10 to 15 feet per second at the most, and most of the time it was within 5. So it was not too different. If
Nice.
you were wanting to compare those two. And it never failed to register a shot. That was both of them just never failed to pick up a speed. So
That's good.
that was
I mean,
something.
15 variants is, not terrible.
Yeah, it's not. Though he had been out with his, the guy whose place we were shooting at, he had been out with another buddy, and they both had the Garmin, and on every shot they were within like 1 to 2 feet per second. Both of those chronographs. So of course, different brand, possibly different technology, different quality control. So I'm. It's hard for me to say which one's better because I haven't really gotten to mess with the Garmin a whole lot on my own, but I do know that Garmin makes other good things, and I've only heard good things about the C1, and now they have the C2 as well. So, but I don't have any problem with the one I bought. I like it for what I'm going to do with it, and it's still way easier to use and really user friendly.
Yeah.
Though I did forget to start a new session when I switched rifles, so all of the shots are just compiled into one, which isn't as useful as if I'd switched them, but that happens.
It does happen.
Sometimes. Well, is it time? Speaking of times,
We can do that.
It must be time.
Vincent Hall.
10 seconds with Vince, more like.
10 seconds with my gold songs. 1, 2, 3. Drop 4 hits on 4 hits on the count of 3.
That's
Oh yeah.
Please stop. Well, 10-second Mike isn't here, but this is the only 10 seconds you get with him tonight. So tonight, our story comes from Athlon Untamed. I stole this from Dr. Scary Guy, who put
That's an
it
elk.
in our Discord. Shut up.
That's an assault elk.
Assault elk, yeah. So this story is about a Canadian man who had a very Canadian experience with a very Canadian animal. The guy's mother walked out of their house in Canada to go start the vehicle to warm it up. And there was apparently a male moose that had lost its antlers, so it had shed its antlers already, that was warming itself by their dryer vent. Startled the moose. And so the moose attacked the lady and had her knocked down and pinned to the ground. When her adult son came outside to see what was going on, he yelled at the animal. He punched the animal in the face to try and get it to retreat. That didn't really work. And then he grabbed a shovel and started smacking it upside the head with the shovel.
You get off my mama.
Pretty much.
Well, get off my mama, eh?
Well, so the shovel was enough to to get the moose to leave the woman alone and come after the guy. Well, the guy retreated back through the door of the house, and the moose tried to go with him.
Oh, goddamn.
And that's when he put the moose in a headlock.
He steer wrestled a fucking moose?
He tried. There's something in there about he grabbed it up in the nose like a bull ring in there, you know. And this whole time he's yelling at his mom's boyfriend to get a gun. Not his dad, his mom's boyfriend. Yes, we're welcome to Canada.
Are you sure this is Canada?
I mean, it sounds very, very southern, honestly.
Yes, it does.
This is a very redneck incident
This is
because
So then I put him in a
part of
headlock,
Mississippi.
but he kept fighting. So I said, "Hey, Dan, who's Dan? Oh, Dan's my mom's boyfriend."
Dan, my mom boyfriend. Well, and then I had him in a headlock, and I told Dan to get the gun, and he comes up with the 22.
No.
he shoots it in the eye socket 10 times, and it didn't do anything. I'm not making that part up. The boyfriend showed up with a 22, and he proceeds to shoot the animal in the eye, I guess, while the guy is holding it. Shoots it 10 times. Animal is still up.
I hold him still. You shoot him.
And he's not dead. And then he finally lets go, and he takes the gun from his mom's boyfriend, shoots it another 6 to 7 times, and then it finally drops and dies.
Takes the gun from the boyfriend. Give me that.
Yeah.
Like, Mom, you need to find a new man.
God damn.
So
I can only imagine, instead of firing into the eye socket towards like the brain, they must have been firing like through the eye socket out the like nasal cavity or something.
or even down and into the nasal cavity through the eye, which is just going to
Maybe.
enrage the animal.
Yeah.
That
doesn't smell good.
But yeah, so
Oh, it says reloads the clip. Oh,
reloads the clip. Yeah.
With bullets.
I love this quote. He definitely turned and come at me again with his mouth wide open, trying to bite me. And I grabbed him around the neck again to keep him close so he couldn't use his feet to get me. Yeah, so
I'm honestly surprised there wasn't a can of hairspray and a lighter somewhere in that story.
like flaming moose running through the house. Like I have made
It's what nightmares are made out of.
I have made a calculated error.
This is Mama's house.
No, it says the moose that attacked the Tuffnells, I guess that's this guy's name, was suffering from a combination of starvation and exhaustion, which made it aggressive. Yeah, sure, but it's a moose.
In a house.
Yeah, it's a moose trying to break into your house. I guess stand your ground laws, if Canada has any. I wonder if there is duty to retreat. Though he did retreat back into the house after he hit it with the shovel.
How far do you want me to retreat? The turlet?
I went and tried to hide in the turlet. Anyway, and then it goes into some, signs of aggression from an animal like a moose, which in this case, I don't know, if I lived in a place where there's moose and bear, and even if I'm just going outside to start the car, I'm probably carrying something, and I'm watching, and I'm looking for that some things out of place, right? Not just wandering outside and hoping for the best.
well, I would imagine this is probably not the first time a moose has come up to warm themselves in the dryer vent.
Like, oh, hey there, bub.
Like, oh, no, there's another one
Good
out there, Mom.
morning.
I'll go scare it off.
Yeah, it said it startled her when she was heading out there, and then she like,
Oh, okay.
or she startled it, and that's why it attacked her. You know. Still, it's a moose. It's not hiding. It's
It's a hidden moose.
It's a
You
moose.
sneaky little guy, you.
and
Mom,
also know the
boyfriend-
anatomy of
Mom's
animals.
boyfriend
Know where to
is
shoot them.
22.
It should not take even 10 rounds of 22 at that distance if you
That
know
poor
where to
moose.
shoot it.
I mean, fuck's sake, at that distance, use a spear.
He used it. He had a shovel.
I mean, if you're bulldogging a moose, you are in prime position for a throat slice with a kitchen knife.
That's true. Also said the two of them, the woman and the guy and her son, were taken to the hospital for relatively minor injuries.
Because they were assaulted.
Shut up, Mike. I'm going to put you back over here now.
Oh no! Here, there we
You go back in the mic corner. No.
go.
Well,
You have no power here.
I am Mike right now, so
Uh,
Well, that was a good one. I would have shit my pants.
go put this moose in a headlock. Wait, shit. Now what do I do?
Yeah, like
Now
how
that's a
desperate do you
story.
need to be like, yep, I'm going to choke this moose out?
I have 4 options. The best one is to wrestle the moose. It sounds like a really bad D&D encounter.
Third place state champ 1987.
Okay.
It's like, okay, I don't have a weapon. I grapple with the moose. Like, okay, roll for a constitution check.
I mean, it's still way more badass than Rogan choking out that 60-pound mountain lion.
I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's
I mean, mountain lions are slicey and bitey, but there's 60 pounds. You can pick them up.
I wonder
That's
more if it's one
true.
of those things where he doesn't realize he put the moose in a headlock. He just realized he had put the moose in a headlock. And it's like, well, shit, I can't let go now.
I have found myself in a precarious situation.
Record scratch. You're probably wondering how I ended up here.
Well, it all goes
started
back
with my
to
mom, one outside.
wrestling 1987.
Well,
It
at least
occurs to me though, okay, if he still had a hold of the moose and they're trying to shoot it, it's possible he was trying to not get shot.
yeah. Well, I was about to say, at least the mom's boyfriend didn't shoot him.
He
But
shot the
imagine-
moose 10 times and he shot me 4. And that's what the minor injuries were for.
But imagine, okay, just imagine the humiliation of, yeah, my girlfriend's son. I gave him the 22 because I couldn't kill it.
I wonder if this was a trailer park. It sounds like a trailer park.
I mean, again, this sounds like it came out of the South.
This is Trailer Park Boys. Like, this is actually. This sounds like an episode of Trailer Park Boys.
If it isn't,
be.
it should be.
Well, I think the lessons we can take away from this one are make sure you arm your mom's boyfriend with a bigger gun and teach him proper anatomy.
Right.
Maybe leave that part to your mom.
Well, Dave, put him in this corner.
Okay.
No.
Hey, I don't like that.
Hey.
Anyway, we have another segment. Mm-hmm.
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 Wait, am I supposed to find music for this segment?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
no.
kinda are.
Oh, yeah.
You don't fucking have it?
There we go.
That's good.
That's all there is.
I not gonna lie, I kind of hate that now. It made me feel uncomfortable.
Well, hang on, wait. This one, the words don't match.
This
it.
sounds
You
like
start
the
talking.
this sounds like the radio on Sundays where I live. Just
All right, Dave, go.
Sundays. So tonight on Spotlight with Dave, a little background to this. Our buddy Sean from the We Like Shooting show has
yeah.
Camerado, right? And
Sounds like a car. The new Chevy Camerado.
1987 Camerado.
The music
So-
fits.
He came out with a new pattern called the Nomad, and he introduced it on the show and everything. And it looks a lot like Sunspear, but it has some blue to it. And so I messaged him. I was like, "Hey man, not talking shit. Like the new pattern, Coyote
Little
seeing a
shit.
blue spectrum." And he's like, "Yeah, that's fine. I still like it." Apparently, that triggered his tism, and he went full bore into this whole research about how coyotes see and everything. So he's looking up all the science, and he tries to find like a simulator to where you can upload a picture of some sort of camo and then look through the eyes of a coyote and see what they see. He couldn't find one, so he built one. And
And
it is right here. So
I think
it's
the first image that anyone else put through that was the someone put the trucker squatch.
Yep. I do believe so. Trucker Squatch with what was it? Raider? Sunspear. Something
Yeah.
like that.
how do we?
I
How,
don't know.
how,
It was just-
how do the people find this?
So you go to welikeshooting.com/animalvision.php. That's Paul Henry Paul. And he's supposed to be putting it on the dashboard, but that hasn't happened yet. So you can change the backgrounds to whatever background that you want. There's even a shopping center. You can upload your own background image. For me, I'm going to use this desert tower type thing. And then you can pick like what you want the coyotes to see, like whether you want a camo hoodie, blue jeans, blue camo, whatever, what have you. You can also upload your own there. Then you can drag this little eye around and you can look through the eyes of a coyote. He has all the science below. That's like coyotes see in 2075. So they're pretty nearsighted. So everything's a little bit blurry.
So
And
they're
then
me- got it.
you can adjust the size of your image that you're trying to look at. So like your hoodie, like right now I have it set at 65 yards. And when I look through it as a coyote, I mean, it kind of disappears. You can change it from day mode to night mode. You can use the UV filter. So if you use like color boost stuff for your laundry,
Yep.
it's a UV brightener. So you can
Makes you
turn on
stand out
that
like a sore
filter.
thumb.
Yeah, you pretty much glow.
Mm-hmm.
That said, we're looking at a camo hoodie right now, and it is the Camerado Warden. If we switch to blue jeans in night mode, they glow.
Like an
So-
FBI agent.
I mean, it is straight up just a pair of pants. And it doesn't matter if the UV's on or off. If the UV's on, it's glowing incredibly bright. right now it's set at 65 yards. So this is a pair of pants at 65 yards to the eye of a coyote.
Or a very small person.
Indeed. And it was always my thought, and always what I've been taught when you're hunting coyotes, you don't wear anything blue. Like fucking nothing. I would if I was hunting in blue jeans, I would tuck my jeans up under my bibs just to make sure the little tails of my legs weren't sticking out so the coyotes couldn't see it. Turns out that coyotes don't have that sensitive a vision to blue. I mean, they do pick it out, but it's different. Not as bad as what I thought. Blue
Yeah,
jeans
he-
will fuck you. But
He mentioned that the amount of blue in that particular pattern, it wasn't enough to actually pick up at any kind of distance.
yeah, okay, so here's the Nomad right there. Put it over here. So depending on where you put it in the background. So that's UV, night mode, day mode. And I thought it was just like super neat that you could take whatever you wanted and see how it would look through a coyote. And I was like, hey, how much of a bitch would it be to do like deer, antelope, and bear? So he did that. And we can switch to deer vision, which is also blurry. And he has all the science below too.
What
Like,
about speed goat vision?
speed goat?
Yeah.
Everything
Or
is
fuck.
super fucking clear. Yeah.
That's man, look at that.
Mm-hmm. Bear. One thing, I'll bring it up close again. Whenever you're using like this filter, if you bring stuff up close, then you can see really how it reacts to like the color patterns. Like
What
Sam, this is the
what
Gorka
pattern
that
is
you were
that?
talking about.
Yeah, that's the Gorka pattern I was talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
That's
I
the
was watching
Modern Warfare 2 Spetsnaz urban camo that you play in all the missions where you're in on
Oh,
the East
okay.
Coast.
I thought that
Yeah.
was a Camerado. I was like, I do
No.
not recognize this.
No, it's not. But again, you can upload your own shit. But you can watch all like the red kind of fade away.
Oh yeah,
And, like,
fades
this-
away to just like a very very dark dull brick red.
Yeah. So night mode, you can really see it in the night mode. And I'm in bear right now. So you can still see some red when you're not looking.
What's
and then
his
it
name?
just turns grayish.
Ted.
Ted the Bear.
Yeah.
Indeed. So
This is why I tell my wife, do not wash my. Well, I mean, because the UV brighteners on fabrics too for like using night vision. Yeah, same thing. They'll glow like a MFer. So I tell
Oh,
my
yeah.
wife, like, do not wash any of my hunting or shooting clothes, please. I will wash those.
So if you're curious and you can take a picture of your own camo and your own picture of a place that you hunt and upload it into the simulator and see what you look like through the
Can-
eyes of a deer or through the eyes of a coyote.
Can you upload Insurance Mike to the
I-
simulator?
Yeah, I can actually. It'll take me a minute, but I can get there. You can also
Can we petition Sean to have it be a standard option?
just
Well, that's what I told him. Is like you should be a dick and add human vision.
he's like, it's already there.
Well, that's the joke, though.
I know. So, say Sam wanted to take his camo that he was talking about, his Gorka,
I don't know that
And-
one, unfortunately. Wish I did.
see what it looks like in a bear, and then he wants to show his friends. He can download the image of this bear at night looking at this unwashed, not color brightened camo pattern and send it to his friends.
I am often unwashed, so this is accurate.
This is a really useful tool. I like it.
Honestly, I was talking to Sean a little bit, and I'm like, bro, this could almost be like the Pew Science of camo. Because the science is there. This is what it looks like through their eyes. Like all it is taking science and inputting it into a program, and that's what they see.
I mean,
I mean, right there as a coyote, that Gorka would be perfect.
And it's fucking red.
Right. So, again,
Ooh, I wonder.
Go ahead.
We need. You just got to keep adding more animals. We need moose and we need mountain lion.
So, mountain lion might be a good one. Moose would fall right in there with deer.
Caribou.
Yeah. Same with caribou. Same with elk. That's why I didn't say elk. But no,
Turkeys.
thanks to
Most ungulates.
Ooh,
Turkey.
turkeys would be a good
Turkey
one.
be a good
Turkeys
one.
would be great.
That's where I've heard blue. Like, do not wear
Mhm.
anything blue. Turkeys can like pick that out from a mile away. Because turkeys, I've heard, have very good vision.
Where's the beaver vision?
Non-existent. They're pretty much blind.
Yeah, they're not great at seeing. That's why you can stand there on the side of the bank. Is like they freaking know you're there, but they can't pick you out once they resurface after seeing you the first time. Yeah.
This one.
Das Nido. I only saw the initial demo version. I didn't see the completed version of this.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I feel like
it's-
this would be way better on a desktop. I was messing with it on my
yeah.
phone. It's
Oh
like,
yeah,
eh.
it's way better. It is cool to watch, like up close, to see the colors disappear. It's
This is a man with too much time in his hands.
yeah, antelope. Everything is just super fucking crisp.
Can
You
I
know,
go to my
we've
freaking
talked about it.
Go ahead.
Recently that the bright colors for hikers to help, so so they can be found whenever they inevitably get lost. The fact that blue jeans are kind of seen as, kind of like they're not cool
No,
for outdoor use. It's kind of sad, because that pushes the hikers. It pushes it away from the hikers, and now the animals, like, they can't see the hikers, so they just wander up on them. Whereas if you're out there just working on the ranch and you're wearing your blue jeans, the deer are like, oh look, there he is.
right?
Like, we have this all backwards. It's all topsy-turvy.
Well, no, I thought they gave the hikers the really colorful colors so that Sasquatches and Wendigos could find their snacks easily. That's the conspiracy theory I'm
This
familiar
candy's in a
with.
pretty wrapper.
Yeah. They want
Yeah.
you to wear the bright colors so that Bigfoot can find you, fucking eat your eyeballs.
We need to make blue jeans hipster again.
I just remember in early 2000s where the ripped fucking style came into fashion, and my dad's work pants being like, "Man, we could sell those because they'd have
Oh, yeah.
rips and holes in them."
Oh man.
I called them Alan Jackson jeans.
Yep.
Where were you when my pants got ripped?
So yeah, again, that is
Oh,
welikeshooting.com/animalvision.php. Oh,
You need
there's a link in the
Sasquatch
notes.
vision. It needs Sasquatch vision.
They see everything.
Squatch vision?
Yeah.
Mm.
Squatch sight.
Now that's the joke you needs to have on there. Squatch vision is just you move that little lens around and there you just see Bigfoot pop up in places. Just like, doot, 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 doot. Like, what is Squatch vision? Oh, it's just now you can see Bigfoot. Okay, cool.
Where do you see him? everywhere.
Is Bigfoot in the room with us now?
Yes. He's right behind you.
Run!
Oh, what a terrible like psychosis to have. Every room you're in, there's just Bigfoot in the corner.
Like, I hate this so much.
You know, it was fun for the first few days, but after that, it's just like, and then he talks to you.
Yeah, it's like Harry and the Hendersons all over again.
I've never seen that.
I've seen snippets of it and a really, really disturbing parody of it from Robot Chicken.
Fucking Robot Chicken, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm uploading, or I'm sorry, I'm cropping a image right now. So give me just,
Sasquatch. Montana Dirt Roads.
I'll write it down.
What does that even mean?
You're gonna find out later. Don't worry.
If you have to ask, you can't afford it.
What's an S job?
S job. That's a good show title.
Hear this 9-foot growl from the other room.
Ah!
Tell me, Tom Cruise.
I want my money back. You're like, oh, sorry, sir, no refunds.
That. Hey, where you at? Oh, there you are.
If Bigfoot was real, which Bigfoot is real, do you suppose he's really a vegetarian, or does he eat the hikers?
Okay.
Oh,
So I
there's no
have.
way he's vegetarian.
No, that's
I'll-
not Mike's face.
That's what I was.
Oh, this is a men's hoodie.
I'm so disappointed.
We're still playing
I-
with the
I thought it was a woman's hoodie. This is a pinkish, faded pink type hooded sweatshirt from REI of all places.
Snatch Squatch got the Croth cheese. I'm pretty sure he meant
So-
to say crotch cheese, but
Croth cheese sounds worse.
no kith.
If we
the cloth
pan over with the antelope vision, like you can distinctly see that shit changes.
Yep.
Hmm.
Bear, not as much.
Okay.
Deer, shit's just glowing.
Yep.
And then
Oh,
coyote.
this is like hiker clothing.
Yes, that's exactly what.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering what the genesis of this was because it's just here's a random hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mike's face.
Oh yeah, I'll do that too.
I mean, it's just up there in the corner. We just got to drag it in. Drag it down. Drag it down.
Okay. Anyway,
Turn dirt roads. That's a toxic masculinity sweater for Aspen. That's why they had to kill that bear. He was wearing that sweater. That poor bear. Still can't believe they killed that bear. He wasn't doing nothing wrong. He's just looking for a snack and he got caught and he got a little bit of fisticuffs and they killed him for it.
He was a black bear.
I mean, fuck Harambe. Justice for that bear.
Didn't do nothing.
right?
Everybody's
Did I
out here
not?
worried about a damn gorilla.
That
Say
bear didn't do nothing at all.
Nope, he didn't do nothing. Just a little breaking and entering, looking for something to eat, got caught, a little bit of fisticuffs.
Well, I thought this was America. I think we need to get out of here.
I think we do too. I'm just waiting for Mike's face to show up, so I'm trying.
I
to fill
can't find
airtime.
it. So it'll be next week when Mike's
It'll be
here.
next
and I'll be
week.
like, watch this.
All right, that'll be for next week then.
Perfect.
El perfecto. So, get out there, leave us reviews. Reviews are good. Reviews help us spread the CWD to all other podcasts, and they, unlike us, will not survive the check stations. Do we have check stations here? We don't have check stations in Colorado, do we?
I haven't seen any.
I think you can take yours into a CBW office to get it voluntarily checked. which is a bit like writing a letter to the ATF asking if your gun's legal or not. But
Yeah.
leave us a review. We like reviews. Reach out to us. Contact lghpodcast.com. Ask us stupid questions so we can read them on air and make fun of you for that. It'll be good for you. It'll be good for us.
Oh, we're
Send
taking
us
questions
insults.
now?
Why the hell not? I'm trying to come up with random things for people to do to make their lives better because, frankly, I'm sure their lives are miserable and I would like to laugh at them. Who's got the outro? Me?
Well, all right.
Yep.
Support the sport. Take buddy hunting. If you like that, buddy, tell him about our show. If you don't like that, buddy, didn't we do Barry's burn pile last week?
Yeah, I forgot to do something.
If you don't like that, buddy, snatch his squatch. Hit us
Or
up at
squatch
LGH
his
Podcast.
snatch?
Squatch is snatch, snatch is squatch, squatch is snatcher. Hit us up at lghpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and let's go hunt. I'm pretty sure it's just a salt elk and 2 nutty. Or microprism foreskin.
I don't know if that one will fly.
No.
Probably not. Good night.